What's up, YouTube? On today's video, we're going to see what the new look Atlanta Hawks look like. They did end up getting rid of Levert in the free agency. Capella left in free agency. They traded Niang for a great trade for Porzingis. They got rid of Larry Nance Jr., but they got a few big additions back. This team's super young. We're only going to play one season, with maybe another 2 or 3 to come, depending on how they do. And we'll see how they do. Let me trade everybody and we'll get it going. The first trade is Alexander Walker, Nikhil, for a second round pick. It's a sign and trade deal. So basically, the second round pick is just to give back to get the restricted free agent onto their team. So we're going to make that trade. Then let's build the Porzingis one next, and then draft the 2 draft picks that they ended up getting. So this other trade's a little bit different. We gave him George Niang and the second overall pick in 2031, I believe, not 2029, for Boston's second round pick and Kristoff. But then we also sent the first pick, 23rd or 22nd pick or something, and Terrence Mann to Brooklyn Nets, who gave Celtics cash. But I don't think we can do that in 2K. Already looked, there's not cash consideration, so we're just going to send them all to Boston, and, at least they're off the team what we traded for him, technically, in the 3-team trade. I know that's confusing. I probably said awful, but that just makes it so the trade is fair all the way around. And the other last trade is Luke Kennard. Man, that's an awful picture of him. I hate that. But get Luke Kennard. It was through free agency, but to simplify it, I just gave him 1 extra year, and it was a 1-year, $11 million deal. And we'll just give them a second round pick when we won't be simulating. So that covers that. Now we need to draft 2 players that they drafted. And then we can move along. The team's already looking so much better. Porzingis gives a good ring to it. It's a young team, so through player progressions, they should go up. Levert's leaving. Capella's leaving. Larry Nance is leaving through free agency, but we'll just let them walk. So we'll get Asa Newell. Power forward, C overall. Kind of a later overall pick, but they picked him, I think, 23rd. And then there's also a European player, but I already scoured all the rosters. He was on Heat and can't find him. He was drafted in 2024 at like the 45th pick or something. So we're going to leave him out. He's going to be a non-factor. We'll pick up Asa Newell and then get to player progression. The last few simulations, rookies have got insane money. I know it's not realistic. A 2-year, $77 million for a 72 overall. Guess it doesn't matter because we've already done our free agency moves, but it's always crazy when I see that. I don't know what rule or what league meeting that they passed. Like, why is rookies getting paid $80 million for 2 years? It's crazy. So we're announcing rights on Levert, Capella, Larry Nance. Those are the 3 people that left this team. It was a really good offseason, mainly due to how they dropped down in, I know it doesn't show it, 60 million salary cap, but they dropped a lot of money this season. That's like 70 mil that they dropped, and they acquired Porzingis. That's a huge shift for them. It gives them flexibility for, when there's better free agents coming up, and they also have a win now team with Porzingis being added. Definitely a good move for Atlanta Hawks and why it was such a notable offseason. Let's get into player progression and check out what's going on. Okay, so player progression. Trae Young oddly goes down 2. I don't see that happening at 26 years old. He's probably only going to get better next season. Porzingis, we got Dyson Daniels going up 1. I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted the Young Bucks to go up a little bit more than they did, but beggars can't be choosers. We already got, 6 80s. And then Alexander Walker stays the same. Zachary Richashar up 2. Leonard stays the same. Buffkins goes up. Definitely a good team. Got 2 centers. Got 2 point guards, 3 shooting guards, 2 small forwards, and 1 power forward. Where's the other one? Down here. Okay, so it's a well-balanced team. I didn't have to do anything. All the player positions look right. Let's see how they do. Position-wise, everything makes sense. Porzingis is starting for Okongwu, which, it probably makes sense. Dyson Daniels at the 2, Zachary at the 3, their first round pick from the year before. Jalen Johnson, their big money man. I think he's making, I don't know, close to 30 or 40 a year. Trae Young making like 50, 60 a year. Alexander Walker off the bench. He's currently hurt, but he'll be coming back. Kennard in the rotation. Looks like all their additions are all in the rotation, so it'll be interesting to see how they do. You know, I think they honestly should be a lot better than last season, but you never quite know with 2K. Let's turn off CPU because they're keeping the same team all the way through. They're starting the season off hot, 11-5. Definitely looking good, beating some tough teams, but you know, I don't think we're fully there yet. Luckily, injuries haven't plagued us. I know there's some simulations where I just have nothing but injuries, but 14-7 is a good start. Broken toe for Dyson Daniels. We kind of started slipping. There's been a few injuries, but 23-13 is not a bad start. Without Dyson there, it looks to be a little bit more difficult, but it looks like he's coming back quickly. 26-15. We'll take that for the first half of the season. We'll check out stats in a second. We're currently 4th in power ranking, 3rd in the Eastern Conference. Looking good in that aspect. Let's see what type of stats. So Trae Young's actually up a point. His assists are down, so it looks like he's scoring more, 48% compared to 41 last season. Really close to 50-40-90. Porzingis, 16, 7, and 2 blocks, so he's blocking more than he did in Boston, but not necessarily more scoring. Efficiency is pretty good. Higher efficiency in field goal percentage, but about the same amount of minutes, so I'm surprised his points are down. Dyson Daniels actually went down in points as well, but he's averaging almost 6 assists. That's where he's increased. Lower field goal percent, but higher 3-point, so he's about average. Jalen Johnson, 5, 10, and 5. Definitely solid. I wonder where all the points are going, though. It's that 1 point increase. There's down 3 points again. I wonder, maybe it's Zachary. Okay, so that's 7 points to him, averaging 19.4. Let's see, Alexander Walker, 7.5. Kennard, 9 points. And 2.6. 8 for Kobe Buffkin. That's cool. He's increasing his play. Hopefully his 3 gets a little bit better. Yeah, interesting. I expected more points for a few of those guys, especially Porzingis, but you know, if they're winning, they're winning. 50-win season by April. I think Atlanta fans would take that as a win. Looks like we finished 55-27. Very good season. Wemby gets his typical MVP, and he'll get Defensive Player 2. Cooper Flagg at Portland, 19.5. Anthony Simons, man, Portland might actually be good. A Defensive Player of the Year, Wemby, shocker. Jalen Brunson, Clutch Player of the Year, averaging 30. Spurs, 63-19. They're going to be tough to beat. Let's see if any Hawks are in the top 3 All-NBA. Got one, Trae Young. Finished with 24.7 and 9. Very solid year for him. See if we got anybody on defense. Doesn't look like it. Then did Asa even get any PT? I don't think so. Okay, so we are the top seed in the East. As we get everybody back from injuries, we're playing the Heat in the first round. We win game 1 and game 2. And game 3, we're going to the second round with a sweep. Up against the Bulls. Wow, Bulls in the 5th seed. We won game 1. They took game 2 though. Wow. And game 3. This is a must win. Oh, broken right thigh. Dyson Daniels. That's going to definitely put a hamper even if we come back. 1-3. 2-3. There's miracles? 3-3. Damn. So with that Dyson Daniels being broken, like even if we win this series, we're probably not going to win the next, but we get out on a good jump. It's a 7-point game currently. Push it to 14. They're coming back slightly, but not enough. Okay, so we made it to the conference or semifinals, but we don't have Dyson Daniels, so that's going to seriously limit us as we win game 1 still. And game 2, maybe it's not limiting us as much as I thought. It's where it's good to have Alexander Walker come through. We made it to the finals. Wow. Um, Up against Spurs, just like last video, they might sweep us. Although looks like Hawks got some type of magic going. 2-1 on Spurs. 2-2. Come on now, win this one to make it a 7-game. They took it to 6 though. I'm impressed. I really am impressed. They played great. They had 2 sweeps in the finals, or in the playoffs. A game 7 against the Bulls, which I'm shocked that the Bulls even made it there. Zach Collins, Vooch, like this team, I'm amazed. But hey, not bad for Atlanta Hawks. I'd be happy as an Atlanta Hawk fan. Shout out to everybody from Atlanta. Hopefully next season's good for you in the NBA. We'll catch you. Peace.